I'm going to try and memorize it tomorrow, but I'm looking down my notes. Well, I'm going to try. So this is in line 7 and 8. Try it. All right, so who here has a Hipstamatic or Instagram? Raise your hands. Wait, who? Instagram or Hipstamatic, right? I mean, I would expect more of you because photo apps dominate, but video apps don't. Why is that? Why do they stay in the shadow? Unlike the ease of taking one photo, assembling multiple clips is time-consuming and it tends to not be fun in the end. So enter FilmMe. It says right there. It's an innovative app that makes the experience of making films totally fun and entirely social. 5 people shoot 5 clips, each under 20 seconds, and FilmMe automatically assembles them into one awesome film, which includes titles, graphics, and titles, graphics, and making you into the proper filmmaker. And the kind of films that you guys can make are only limited by your imagination. So this guy's going to show you a sample of what's possible.
Okay, so let's take a look at FilmMe here. So when you start up FilmMe, you see a list of films that other people have created. So I'll show you a couple of things that people have done. We filmed this here today.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Justin Bieber.
Happy birthday to you. And many more.
Oh, lovely.
Custom graphics, interstitial titles, the whole thing, and those are 5 different people on 5 different phones shooting 5 different clips that are seamlessly brought together into one master video that is displayed on your phone and on the web.
Absolutely. So we'll be able to demo a couple more videos here tomorrow, and then we'll dive in tomorrow into the ad process. We're going to have to sort of Mickey Mouse that a little bit because we can't show recording video on the simulator. So we may just show a video instead of sort of what that looks like.
So how does it work?
So to create, we don't have those screens ready to show yet, but to create, you click on the add button, and then you'll be taken to a screen where you can enter a title and a set of instructions to your collaborators. You then record the first 20-second clip, or up to 20-second clip, and then you put it out for anybody else to collaborate with you. So and that will then show up on the Join tab. Anybody can come in, see your video. They'll get to watch whoever's recorded video up until that point. Whoever, if just you or you and a couple other people, they'll get to watch the video in progress and then add their own clip. And then when it's finished, it will go ahead and notify you that your video is finished and show up in the list of videos to browse.
So there's 2 ways of entry. There's one way to create your own video and to have 4 other collaborators, and there's also a way to join in on someone else's conversation. So is this a paid app? No. This is a free app because we believe that this app relies on having a vibrant community of people of all over the world. I mean, this isn't just based in the US. This can be anywhere where anyone can make a video with anyone else.
Because it's about creating awesome content. So we need a big community to make that happen.
But there are strong monetization models. And one of those includes a pro app, which includes customizable title graphics, end graphics, bumpers, the ability to put in music beds, to have transitions for video effects, all those things that you would imagine in a pro video editor that you'll be able to get into this.
But those videos still show up in everybody's app. They still show up in the free version of the app as well.
And anyone that wants to join that app doesn't have to have a pro app. They'll just reap the rewards of seeing all those visual effects from the person that is pro. Another element, video's big. Post-roll ads, huge, which we will be showing except on pro apps. Yep. And contextual ads, or actual lower third ads as well, and contextual ads that are sniffed out through title entry and category listing. So let's say that someone starts a conversation about Black Swan, that's popped up Netflix, an ad for them, Amazon recommends from Amazon Prime, or maybe a DVD purchase. So that's where we are, and where we're going is seamless Facebook integration to create videos with just your core group of friends if you want, instead of the broader community, much more specific categories, and collaborations baked into webcams, so you can start a conversation on your phone and move it onto the desktop and tie it together, hitting the phone and desktop. So, video's the future, we all know that, and FilmMe is just making it a little bit easier to get there. Thank you.
Introduce your team.
By the way, I'm pretty almost 100% sure all the judges, or at least 2, 3, 4, 5 of them will ask you, who's your competition? Have you guys researched your competition? Who's there?
Right.
It's like,
I think the good thing about this is, there is none. So, we don't have competition because people aren't focusing on video, because video is this untamed beast in a lot of senses. The clip is fine, but it's creating a structured narrative, which is hard for people. The first wave of people being allowed to create media has come in the form of photo. When you look at photos, you look at people's ability to frame, to understand composition, lighting, all those things that are now in everyone's eyes. And once you reach that step, the next step is to then add on to that narrative. And we're getting there, and this app will hopefully push that further.
cool.
And your team?
There's another question right here.
You can only stream as a last clip, right? For example, you've got the clip from 3 people before you, right? But
You see all three. You see all three. So
yeah, but yours is going to be the last one, right? You can't insert it into the middle or
the person that creates,
right.
the person that creates is the first one.
Okay.
So the person that creates asks the question or sets the
So
response.
he was asking about inserting into 3 existing videos. No, you'll always be if you're joining onto an existing thread, you'll always be the last video in the. You'll always be the next video in the chain.
Right, but every person that joins, say the 4th person that joins, they're going to see the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd videos, and then they'll be able to respond.
They'll be the 4th video.
Right.
And then when they're done, it will get passed on to a 5th person, and they'll be the 5th video.
Because if you're trying to have a conversation, you want to see what the first 3 people are.
Or, for example, tell a story.
Right.
Right. If you want to tell a story, the first person is going to do the intro. You don't want to have somebody then insert in front of that.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 5 videos max.
Yeah.
So, okay.
5 for now.
For now, yeah.
What do you guys think? Do you think that 5, because...
Yeah, so what do people think about the restrictions of 5 videos and 20 seconds?
I think it's good because one of the worst things is to sit through a really long video.
Right.
Should we make it shorter and fewer?
Yeah, why not have an option?
Give it
Or-
3, but if you recommend someone, you get another slot.
Mm-hmm.
Just use a Dropbox one.
I would do bucket tests.
3, because we could stay in the 100 seconds restrained, but instead of 5 people, it's 10 people, 10 seconds. And it really depends on the content. So like sometimes there's just something where you're listing off, and that could be more people, but the problem with that is that if you don't get 10 people, then, your film's just going to sit there in limbo. And it doesn't have to be 20 seconds. We're utilizing the trim tool to, tighten
You
it
can
down.
shoot 5 seconds, and that could be your mark.
I would bucket test it.
What does that mean?
That means you try a bunch of different combinations and see which
See what
ones get
resonates
the
with
most,
people.
Right.
most attraction. So my feeling is that 100 seconds is too long. That it should be less than a minute.
Right, yeah, and like what you saw there, that happy birthday, that was 13 seconds, because that's all you needed for the song. And we've done a few other tests with reviews and stuff like that, and it's borders about 12 seconds for like a really quick review. Dance-offs will probably, I get tired after 10 seconds of dancing. So,
You might actually think about putting an expiration period on an open thing.
Right, and it fails after.
So that something doesn't sit there for months.
Right.
Right, and there's always flags. If you go, can you click into the thing? Because, this is somewhat close to chat roulette in some respects, and we want to make sure that there's quality content and not.
Well, you're basically handling this the way YouTube handles it, which is their flag button. If you get more than a couple, you're done.
But what happens if you have 3 really insightful responses to a great question, and then the 4th one is somebody showing his junk?
Yeah.
Right.
You lost
Can you just
3
kill the
really
fourth
good.
one, or-
Yeah,
You can kill the 4th. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good point. we haven't,
Yeah, that's a good point. We don't know.
because
yet.
we're flagging just the first video now. There should be controls from the creator's end to see all of them, right?
Yeah, maybe that's the
We
way.
should write
I
that
don't know.
down.
That's something
But
we need
that's
to look
hard,
into.
yeah.
That's a good point.
You like ban a user for doing something like that?
Sorry?
Ban
Yeah.
somebody for yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, obviously, like, you back into this in the way everybody backs into, like, spam and abuse problems, you know, like, you need some mechanism to say, for average users to say this was inappropriate, and then you can sort of look at statistics and say, okay, this user, like, always gets flagged. Maybe he shouldn't be creating videos anymore.
And this other user flagged everyone.
Right, yeah, right, and maybe you shouldn't listen to their flagging, you know.
And it's not, unlike chat roulette, it's not anonymous. I mean, you'll have to log in with a valid email and create an account in order to participate. So. Cool.
Cool.
Yep.
And your team is?
Yeah,
What?
Your names are?
yeah, I'm Scotty, I'm the developer.
Eric Slacken, ideally. And we're,
They have
And
some extra
everything
help.
else.
yeah,
So-
yeah, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot of different things. But we did have some great help today from
Yeah.
John. I don't know where John is. He helped us with our logo. I don't know if it came out.
And,
And
You know what, I never got her name either.
I know, but she helped us with.
an anonymous UX person who was fantastic.
Yeah.